These are the top 4 things every trader must understand if they want to read the chart and find high probability trades. Hi, I'm Trader Tom, currency analyst at investing.com, and I've been doing this for over 17 years. And I'm going to show you the top 4 things you must understand. We're going to piece them together and we're going to find a high probability trade. So let's dive in. The example we're going to look at is Euro US dollar, and we're going to look at a sell trade. Okay, now this is the daily chart. Typically I trade the daily and or the H4 because the higher the time frame, the more reliable trend and structure and the more reliable the trading setup. So please bear that in mind if you do start trading the hourly, the M15, etc. Now the first thing you must be aware of is trend and structure. Now I know you're probably saying, oh, it's easy, but I have seen so many traders trade against trend and they haven't even realized, or they just find it difficult to plot trend. Now, what you need to do, guys, is find the swing points. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And these are just basically levels on a chart where price has moved significantly. Okay, so as you can see, these are our swing points. And if we join them together, okay, you can clearly see we are in a downtrend. Okay, we're getting lower highs and we're getting lower lows. Okay, this is the definition of a downtrend, and you can clearly see we are in a downtrend. And because we're in a downtrend and we only want to trade with trend, we will only be looking for sells. The second thing you must be aware of is this concept of value. Now, let me ask you this. This will help us understand value. Do you want to start selling from here? Okay, now I don't, because there's not enough value. You can already see price has moved quite a considerable distance. So I am looking for a pullback into a support and resistance level, which we'll explain in a minute. And then I would be interested in selling. This represents value, this does not. And on that point, if price just continues to do that, then fine, I'm not interested. I don't have a trade. This trade never represented value to me. But if we do get that pullback, okay, then I'm interested in selling. The third thing you must be aware of and understand is support and resistance. And that can come in many forms. We've got horizontal support and resistance, we've got dynamic support and resistance, we've got trend lines, etc. Now, let's plot some, okay? And in order to plot good support and resistance, you just need to look where price has reacted historically. Okay, and if we're just looking on this chart and we want to find the most recent support and resistance, you can see all of these levels here, right? Price has kept reacting. So all we're going to do is put a support and resistance level through all of that price reaction. So this is our horizontal resistance level in this case. It's also worth pointing out, right, we do have trend lines. You can see here previously how price respected this trend line. It was support, 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 and then when it broke down, it became resistance. So we can also use trend lines as well, although I do give more gravitas to horizontal support and resistance levels. The other piece of support and resistance I want us to be aware of is dynamic support and resistance. And as you can see here, guys, this blue line on my chart is the moving average 20. And I use this as dynamic support. You can see historically that it's proven to be good support and price has reacted. And then when it broke down, it became good resistance. Okay. So bearing all of that in mind, okay, if price retraces back into here, not only do we have dynamic resistance in this case, but we also have horizontal resistance as well. So we know that this area is a very good area for selling. The fourth thing you must understand is reading candlesticks. Okay, I don't really care about candlestick patterns. We just need to see a candle that tells us sellers are in control if we want to sell, or buyers are in control if we want to buy. But this is obviously an example of a sell trade. So we're going to play this along. We're going to wait for our pullback into value, right, which we get. It's come back into our zone of interest. Now, the final piece of the puzzle is the bearish candle. And as you can see, we play it along one more, we get the bearish candle. And see how this equates to a high probability trade. So, we are in a downtrend. We want to sell. This gives us our direction. We then want to trade from an area of value, right? We're not interested in selling here. We want to pull back into value and then we can start trading. Thirdly, we want to trade from an area where price has moved from before, and that is support and resistance, okay? And we've pinpointed this level here. We've got horizontal resistance. We've got this dynamic resistance as well. And then the final piece was the big bearish candle, okay? Now, combining all of these things should lead to a high probability trade, and we can then enter the trade. So this is our sell trade. We've started trading on the close of the bearish candle. Our stop loss, we want to give it a bit of room above the bearish entry candle. And our target is a minimum of 1:1. But it makes sense to aim for this low because this was where price has moved from before. So it makes a good target. And that goes for any support and resistance levels. Not only are they good places to trade from, they're also good targets as well. So let's play it along and see how this trade plays out. As you can see, we hit target. And what I've shown you today, guys, is just using facts on a chart, trend and structure, value, support and resistance levels, and candlesticks. They are all facts on a chart. We're going to crunch that data and use it to find high probability trades, just like we did with this Euro US dollar sell trade. So just don't overcomplicate trading. You've got everything you need on the chart to make good trading decisions. Use that, don't overcomplicate it, and trade with confidence.